Today's fascinating hobby, we test the Packard Bell 486. Will it work? Won't it work? Let's find out. Good afternoon and welcome to today's video where we actually test out the Packard Bell just to see if she actually works. So far so good. As soon as I put the new power supply on, we were able to get into the BIOS and I was actually able to adjust the date and time, and the fun activity that takes me back was actually setting up the hard drive with the various sectors, cylinders, etc. Something I haven't had to do for a very long time, so it was all good fun. Now initially I found that the hard drive was not actually working or communicating properly, so I changed out the IDE cables for a number of cables that I had in test, so in stock, and I managed to actually get it to detect the drive, detect the presence of the drive, and actually get the controller to continue through the post process, so it would actually sort of cycle the floppy drives. This machine does actually have both a 5 1/4 inch and a 3 1/2 inch drive, which was actually sort of standard fitment for this particular unit back in 1993. As you can see now, I'm just going back to the original cable and we're going to see exactly where we are. I determined that the actual Kona 420 megabyte drive inside the machine was actually non-functional. It spun up, but I believe there was an irreconcilable controller board issue. So what I've done is I've actually borrowed a 170 megabyte drive from my Amstrad ALT386. Video of that will be coming up soon, and decided to proceed ahead with this particular drive. I wanted to see really if the controller on the actual motherboard itself was functioning correctly. As you can see, we've got the 4 megabytes of onboard RAM, 640k base memory, which really does take me back. And this was a rather nice part for me because, as you can see, MS-DOS actually started and we were into the copy of MS-DOS that I'd installed on this laptop some time back. Now the beauty of this, it's not like modern operating systems where it very likely won't boot if you sort of go from one type of hardware to another, is you can actually just sort of swap drives out. Rather stupidly, I'd actually put the mouse in before the keyboard, or put the mouse in whilst the machine was booting, and that locked out my ability to be able to use the keyboard. Something that's caught me out before, but something I didn't actually remember on this particular generation of the machine. So a quick hit of the reset button, running through the post and running through into MS-DOS again, and we come up to the commands prompt, and obviously the classic typing in Win takes you into the graphical front end Microsoft Windows, which is really just a very, very glorified version of DOS shell. It's really a front end for MS-DOS. MS-DOS is still in the background doing all the difficult processes, etc., which is why it's not a fully capable or proper multitasking graphical user interface. It will try to multitask, but invariably it will give you a general protection fault or a blue screen. Well, a general protection fault is a blue screen. Now I've kept the original soundtrack that I recorded actually on this particular piece of video because it makes rather entertaining use of the PC's internal speaker to actually replay. There you go. See, it's
PC speaker goodness.
PC speaker goodness, yeah. So it's actually quite entertaining to hear actual WAV files being played back through PC timer circuits. And for a little bit of fun, I actually had After Dark installed, which was quite nice. And this particular laptop, I'd actually got sort of quite a few applications on there, including I think that was WordPerfect Works, if I remember rightly. But we've got the old classic Minesweeper, or Minesweeper, which I set to a rather easy level, but looks like I've just exploded everything there. But coming back to the actual machine itself, this is sort of proving to me that the machine, hardware-wise, touch wood, is working absolutely fine, so it means that the project is indeed viable, and we can actually continue on to the next stage.
16 colour goodness.
Yep, this is because the drivers for the VGA card are for the VGA card inside, the VGA interface inside my Amstrad laptop. The 256 colour drivers do not work on this. So we're coming near to the end of the video now. There's another little wave sound there. The Packard Bell does indeed seem to be a viable project. I would like to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video. If you are interested, please don't forget to subscribe and also to hit that like button. And I look forward to bringing you more videos in the future. Once again, thanks for watching.